What's up? This your man Steppin'. Tonight we're playing the Cremation of Sam Mcgee. So I have no idea what this game is about. I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all that right now. But apparently this game is supposed to be not really a game, but a narrative experience. So let's just play it. Well, let's just experience it. You know what I'm saying?
There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men that toil for gold. The Arctic trails have their secret tales that will make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night on the marge of Lake Lebarge that I cremated Sam Mcgee.
First of all, I love his voice. I'm gonna go ahead and say that right now. Second of all, the damn art style is fucking sick as fuck. I love it. And I'm sorry about usually with these narrative games, I don't like to cuss a lot, but I had to say it. The game looks sick as shit. You know what I'm saying? And third of all, y'all aren't gonna hear me talk a lot in this game. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be a narrative experience. So we just gotta experience it for what it is.
Now, Sam Mcgee was from Tennessee, where the cotton blooms and blows. Why he left his home in the South to roam round the pole, God only knew. He was always cold, but the land of gold seemed to hold him like a spell. Though he'd often say in his homely way, I'd sooner live in hell.
His wordplay is amazing. I love his voice. I love it. See, one thing about it, man, I never loved the man's voice. Sounds so weird, but I've never loved the man's voice that damn much. His voice is amazing, and he's a dope storyteller, man.
On a Christmas day, we were mushing our way over the Dawson Trail, and you talk of your cold through the parker's fold that stabbed like a driven nail. If our eyes we'd close, then the lashes froze, till sometimes we couldn't see. It wasn't much fun, but the only one to whimper was Sam Mcgee.
And first of all, my thing is, who the hell is Sam Mcgee? You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, the man telling us about Sam Mcgee, but I'm not really, I'm not really listening. You know, I'm hearing him, but I'm not really paying attention to the story. I don't know, it's just one of the things where, you hear somebody talking, and it's kind of like one of them voices that kind of put you to sleep. You don't really give a fuck about what he's saying.
And that very night, as we lay packed tight in our robes beneath the snow, and the dogs were fed and the stars overhead were dancing heel and toe, he turned to me and, Cap, says he, I'll cash in this trip, I guess. And if I do, I'm asking that you won't refuse my last request.
That's deep, man. I still don't know what you're talking about, my guy. Oh, I can see the wolves in the background. See, it's cool how they got a 3D environment, the snow blowing everywhere, the wind blowing. You can see everything going on, but they have 2D wolves in the background, man. It's like paper cutout wolves and stuff on a 3D background. That's crazy. That's bomb. I like it. I really don't know what else to say, man.
Well, he seemed so low that I couldn't say no. Then he says with a sort of a moan, it's the cursed cold, and it's got right hold till I'm chilled clean through to the bone. Yet it ain't being dead, it's my awful dread of the icy grave that pains. So I want you to swear that, foul or fair, you'll cremate my last remains.
So I'm just guessing. Maybe the man that I'm using it was on some cowboy stuff, and he killed Sam Mcgee, while being in the cold or something like that. And, he said, and Sam Mcgee said, even if we, enemies or not, I want you to cremate me, you know what I'm saying, or bury me or whatever it was, you know what I'm saying. And per his request, he did it, so.
Well, a pal's last need is a thing to heed, so I swore I would not fail. And we started on at the break of dawn, but God, he looked ghastly pale. And he crouched on the sleigh, and he raved all day of his home in Tennessee. And before nightfall, a corpse was all that was left of Sam Mcgee.
All right, never mind. So I'm guessing that these two were friends, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, Sam Mcgee wanted him to bury him friend or foe, you know what I'm saying? But I'm guessing they were on their way somewhere through the cold and stuff, through the snow, a snowstorm, and Sam didn't make it. That's basically what that was. It was like frostbite and stuff like that caught up to him. He just couldn't make it, you know what I'm saying? He just wasn't strong enough. He wasn't beef strong enough.
A corpse half hid that I couldn't get rid, I hurried horror-driven. There wasn't a breath in that land of death, and because of a promise given, it was lashed to the sleigh, and it seemed to say, you may tax your brawn and brains, but you promised true, and it's up to you to cremate my last remains.
I don't know what that meant. I'm still trying to figure out what that meant. It seemed like if you didn't listen to me when I told you to cremate my remains, it's gonna be a curse on you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got from that. I don't know.
Now, a promise made is a debt unpaid.
Yeah.
And the trail has its own stern cold. In the days to come, though my lips were numb, in my heart how I cursed that load. In the long, long night by the lone firelight, while the huskies round in a ring howled out their woes to the homeless snows, oh God, how I loathed that thing.
Well, I mean, I understood hey y'all, I understood the part about, debt being unpaid and stuff like that. The rest of it, I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. I mean, I love this man's storytelling. It's a nice, and I'm trying to figure out, who that is. Is that a dev of the game? Like, is that a friend of the devs, or is, they hired a voice actor or something? Because he a nice voice actor, man.
And every day that quiet clay seemed to heavy and heavier grow, and on I went though the dogs were spent and the grub was getting low. And the trail was bad, and I felt half mad, but I swore I'd not give in. And I'd often sing to that hateful thing, and it hearkened with a grin.
So, it seemed to me like he had something dealing with Sam Mcgee. Maybe to earn, maybe he did cremate his body. Or no, not even that. Maybe he didn't even get to that point yet, because we get into this cabin, with a fire. Maybe his body was stuck in a certain way and he was smiling.
Till I came to the marge of Lake LeBarge, and a derelict there lay. It was jammed in the ice, but I saw in a thrice it was called the Alice May. And I looked at it and I thought a bit, and I looked at my frozen chum. Then here, said I with a sudden cry, is my crematorium.
So what the hell is a derelict? What's a derelict? I don't know, man. I mean, unless Alice May. Oh, so a sign? Is that what that is? I mean, because it seemed to me like everything that he's saying, every time we get to a certain spot, whatever's around me is what he's dealing with. You know what I'm saying? It's dealing with what he's talking about. So I'm guessing he's gonna say something about whatever the hell this is. It looked like a broke down boat.
Some planks I tore from the cabin floor, and I lit the boiler fire. Some coal I found that was lying round, and I heaped the fuel higher. Well, the flames just soared, and the furnace roared, such a blaze you never did see. And I burrowed a hole in the glowing coal, and I stuffed in Sam Mcgee.
All right, so basically he just got a bunch of wood and he just stuffed Sam Mcgee's body in it, and he just started burning it. So he did the cremation. He just burned his body. But my thing is, I've been in this game for like 9 minutes and I have not looked around to look at the style. I mean, look how the clouds move, man. It's crazy. They don't move like clouds. They move like jelly spots or something like that. And the stars are just dots, you know what I'm saying? But the trees, the way they move through the wind. Kind of weird, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's a cool looking game. It's a bomb looking game, man. I like it. Sometimes you just gotta experience the game for what it is. Every game not gonna be a damn run and gun kind of game. It's okay to just sit back and listen.
Then I made a hike, for I didn't like to hear him sizzle so. And the heavens scowled, and the huskies howled, and the wind began to blow. It was icy cold, but the hot sweat rolled down my cheeks, and I don't know why. And the greasy smoke in an inky cloak went streaking down the sky.
All right, so he didn't like the thought of cremating Sam Mcgee, because I'm guessing that was his friend. So he took a hike, hearing all the nature and stuff like that. And when he said inky cloak, I'm guessing he meant this black building with the smoke coming out of it and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm listening. I'm paying attention, y'all. I'm getting the references, no doubt.
I do not know how long in the snow I wrestled with grisly fear, but the stars came out and they danced about before I ventured near. I was sick with dread, but I bravely said, I'll just take a peek inside. I guess he's cooked, and it's time I looked. Then the door I opened wide.
Alright, so yeah, he just went in trying to see what was going on with the body and if it was all the way gone. Now, it'd be crazy as hell if I look in here and Sam Mcgee a damn, a bird. You know what I'm saying? Like he was reborn, you know what I'm saying? On some spiritual stuff. Oh, we gotta go down? I'm not trying to... This better not turn into some horror game.
And there sat Sam.
Oh, wow.
Looking cool and calm in the heart of the furnace roar. And he wore a smile you could see a mile, and he said, please close that door. It's fine in here, but I greatly fear you'll let in the cold and storm. And since I left Plum Tree down in Tennessee, this is the first time I've been warm.
So my thing is like, what was Sam a damn
There's
spirit?
strange things done in the midnight sun by the men that toil for gold. The Arctic trails have their secret tales that would make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night on the marge of Lake Lebarge that I cremated Sam Mcgee.
What? What was this game, man? What was it? First of all, I loved it. You know what I'm saying? For what it was a narrative experience. That's what they called it. It's not a game that you play. It's a bedtime story. It is nighttime for me, so this was my bedtime story. I loved it. Narrator was bomb. I loved his voice. Everything about it. The fact that the wind was blowing and you could hear the wolves and stuff as he talked, kind of added in some immersion. You know what I'm saying? The story was confusing. I understood a few of the parts in it, you know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff, but for the most part, I ain't understand it. Was Sam Mcgee a damn fire spirit or something that was just freezing in the snow? Maybe that's what it was, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's like a metaphor, you know what I'm saying? Because it did say that was the first time he ever felt warm. So maybe it's just a metaphor saying, hey, Sam Mcgee was a cold-hearted man, or, he was never really happy, you know what I'm saying? And he finally got in his cabin and was set on fire. Maybe he did get cremated, but he felt happy knowing that he died in that way. First of all, he was with his friend or something like that. I don't know. My mind is everywhere with this game, but I hope y'all enjoyed it for what it was. So if you got some better insight on what the story is about, please let me know. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. I'm out.